Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video, and you're watching English with Samreen. For all those people who have chosen to click newly on my channel, please consider to subscribe, and I feel very thankful if you will subscribe to my channel. So without any further ado, let us get started with today's class. If you have missed out the other videos, you can see in the comment section below. So what's in the kitchen? Starting from the very left, there is a fridge and the freezer. Fridge is the general cooling of the items, and you keep it because you don't want things to get stale. Okay, then you have a freezer where you convert a liquid into a in a ice form. Then there is a bin for keeping all the vegetable peels and garbage. Okay, then there's a washing machine here, or a dishwasher, and there's a sink for washing the for washing the dishes, and there's a tap. Okay, then coming towards the center, there is a microwave, and there's a cupboard for keeping all the utensils, all the spices, and that kind of stuff. And there is a cooker there, if you can see. Okay, then we have a shelf for keeping the extra stuff or the spices that is required in the kitchen. And there is a worktop. What is a worktop? Worktop is basically a place where you cook and you work. That's your workstation, and you arrange all the items there so that it's convenient for you you gather all the things from the various parts of the kitchen, you put on the worktop, and you on the gas stove and you work. And then there's a dishwasher for washing all the utensils. Talking about the things that are used in the kitchen. Okay, so washing up liquid is used for washing the utensils and the worktop. Then you have a tea towel to hold the teapot, saucepan when it is hot. Then we have saucepan for making sauce or for making tea. Then you have a frying pan to fry the things which are required to be fried, the fried vegetables and all. There is a teapot. Then you have a general cloth for holding things, or it can be used for the purpose of cleaning. There is a coffee maker. Okay, and a coffee maker, this is an automatic coffee maker, and that is used when you make coffee. Okay, then there is a kitchen roll that is required for plate. Now guys, talking about things that are used for eating and drinking. So let's get started. You have a cup for having some liquid stuff like tea, coffee, soup, etc. There is a bowl for putting up the curries. Then there is a plate for putting chapatis, bread, sandwiches, etc. Then there is a fork to grasp hard objects like fruits, etc. And you may have noodles with them too. Then you have a knife to cut vegetables, to cut fruits. Okay, then you have a chopstick. Basically chopsticks is a Chinese way of eating noodles, so chopsticks are used for that purpose. And then you have a spoon for eating, for drinking soup. It's used for eating and drinking both. Then you have a mug. It can be a coffee mug, it can be a tea mug, it can be a soup mug. You can utilize it any way that you want it. Then you have glass for drinking juice or drinking water or things like that, which is liquid. Let us now talk about the expressions or the kinds of sentences that are commonly used when people are in the kitchen. So see the first A. Where can I find a mug, a cloth, or some kitchen paper? You will find that in the cupboard. So when you'll ask, the answer will be they are in the cupboard, or they are near the shelf. Can I help with washing up or cooking? Then the person can reply, yes please, you can dry the plates or you can cook some rice. So someone will give you the kind of work that one is currently engaged with, and divide the work. Where does this cup, plate, or frying pan go? Where do you generally keep them? The person is trying to speak, so you can know, the person can reply, put it in the cupboard please. Okay, now there's a basic tip that when you are learning, you can stick labels on object in your kitchen with their English names on them. So you will see every day, and you learn from these words. You'll able to grasp from these words, and whenever you'll see with the labels, you'll be able to learn the vocabulary as well as the picture recognition of that particular object that you have put the label on. It is very a good trick for especially the students, small students who are like growing up from the primary stage. It's very easy for them to grasp. And then let us move on to the exercises to know our understanding better. Let's get started. Guys, let us now do the exercises, which is based on the previous explanation of the video. There are 3 exercises basically, and in the first exercise you have to tick yes or no, and you have to write the sentences, write sentences for the wrong answers. Okay, now what you have to do in the second question is you have to make questions for the answers that is given, and you have to use words from the opposite page, that means opposite exercises that we had done. You can frame from that questions and have an idea about these expressions in the last that we had done. Okay, now basically you have to comment down the exercises. You have to comment below what are the answers of the exercises, and out of the 3 exercises you have to post 3 separate comments in the comment section. तो एक एक्सरसाइज का एक कमेंट, दूसरा फिर दूसरा, अलग अलग आपको कमेंट करना है, ठीक है. और जो थर्ड एक्सरसाइज है, दैट इज related to these pictures, and you have to answer the questions that is related to these all these. For example, what's on the cooker? There is a saucepan, as you can see on the cooker. So you have to write all these answers, and in the third comment of your, so one person, we have to post 3 comments regarding to these exercises. So yes guys, that was all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Lots of love and health from my side.